The only thing more expensive than buying a supercar is fixing one.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Let's take a look at some supercar fails and find out what went wrong.
Let's see that first clip.
Today we have a Lamborghini Huracan that came in with a noise concern that we found out to be the wheel bearing. This was a very tedious job because we had to be careful with the carbon ceramic rotor. Alright, so we're having an issue here trying to get this rotor off. The wheel bearing is toast. This needs to get replaced, but unfortunately the rotor can't come off the wheel hub. So we have to be careful because
Is that
we
because
cannot
you think
damage
like the
the ceramic
e-brake
ring.
is maybe holding on there?
Periodically giving it a little bit of some taps
They have like a
on the
little
actual
metal hub, and
ring
then the rest of
itself.
the rotor bolts on those. Usually, like for me, I'd usually be like big hammer, bam, and just knock it off. But those things are thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
The hub with a hammer, and it's separated from the rotor, so I moved on to pressing on the wheel bearing.
There you go.
Oh man.
There you go.
So the rotor itself was fused to the hub.
Yeah, it happens on regular cars. I mean, that same thing, the hub sticking to the inside hat of the rotor, that happens all the time. But like I said, usually you just take like a dead blow or even a sledgehammer if you don't care, and just bam, just knock it off.
But because it's a carbon ceramic disc,
It's done.
each of those rotors,
Yeah.
a brake job on a car with carbon ceramic discs is like $15,000-$20,000, depending on the car itself. Those rotors on a Lamborghini, probably 10 grand each.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
Multiple thousands.
Yeah, that's why if I'm buying a nice car, I'm not getting you don't need the carbon ceramics unless you're taking it to the track pretty regularly.
Yeah.
For a daily driver that you're just gonna putt around Beverly Hills in, kind of stupid to get that.
Move to Beverly Hills, that is.
It looks cool,
Yeah.
but that's it.
It's crazy that it was like rusted on. Like,
Yeah.
where are you going with your Lambo?
Also, I mean, yeah, that too. Like that, it looked like a pretty new Lamborghini. How is that bearing's already blown out? He said.
Yeah.
Come on. Guys.
That looked like that bearing looked like something you'd see on a Toyota or something. It didn't look like anything super fancy.
Yeah.
That's a pretty common looking deal.
Let's move on to our next clip. The Stradman. You don't want your $3 million car to sound like that.
Or I know people pay a lot of money to have their cars sound like that.
That's
so
true.
I hear them all the time.
Dang. Bad day for the Stradman out there. I love those Koenigsegg's, but man, they've been having some drama lately. Koenigsegg. There's another supercar owner, hypercar owner, who went kind of viral talking trash about the brand.
No, I genuinely think the people over at Koenigsegg are good people and they care about their customers, but at the end of the day, they just do not build a good quality car.
I think, as they scale up, they're having some drama.
I don't even know what a misfire would mean on a Koenigsegg. They have so many wild ass engine designs.
Yeah.
Like you're like, well, we only fire these cylinders on odd cycles or something.
Yeah.
It's like, well, maybe they just counted it wrong and maybe they put the wires in the wrong place.
I'm not sure if it's this car, but some of those Koenigsegg's, they have an engine that doesn't use camshafts, right?
Yeah.
It's like actuated valves.
Yeah.
So like, how would you even, fix that? You know?
You just ship it back to Europe.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I've definitely heard that noise. Plenty of BMWs driving by the house are like that. Maybe you got the BMW package.
Got the burble tune.
Yeah, the burble tune.
Yeah.
A tune-up, a tune-up on a Koenigsegg.
How much do you think that'd run you? I mean, that's like a multi-million-dollar car.
They're probably not making their own spark plugs, but I see spark plugs on modern cars that are $30-$40 a piece just for the plugs.
Mm-hmm.
If it's popping like that, I mean, that could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
Could be a lot of things that really had nothing to do with like tune-up even. So.
Yeah.
And they've got their own special software. A lot of these are kind of proprietary. It's not like you're gonna read a McLaren or something with an Autel scanner necessarily.
Right.
So that's just way too rich for my blood. I'm way too big of a cheap ass to even begin to even understand how much that would be.
It's a different world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have to ask,
Exactly.
you have to ask. You can't afford it.
Help me, I'm poor. Oh man, Tristan, this is it. There's no way up, there's no way down.
Before we die out here, dude, I really gotta get something off my chest.
Whoa! Hey fellas, why don't you get a grip and use me? Robert, the Fun Time Dynapro AT2 Extreme.
It's Robert, the Fun Time Dynapro AT2 Extreme, yeah.
Don't you know the Dynapro AT2 Extremes are Hankook's all-terrain tire? Yes, dude! Oh, we're saved, dude. We're saved. We're designed to give you grip across a range of surfaces. Our tread pattern is designed with block edges that bite into loose terrain. And we've got multi-directional grooves and sights, so your vehicle maintains traction any which way you turn.
Robert, that's great, but...
And we're quiet on the road, so you're comfy on your drive home.
For sure, but like, how are loose tires gonna help us up here?
Put them on your car.
Oh. We put the tires on
I
the
watched
truck.
you guys drive up here and get stuck like 5 minutes ago.
We panicked.
If you want a tire that can handle whatever you throw at it, get a grip with Hankook Dynapro AT2 Extremes. Click the link below to learn more.
Let's see the next fail.
Oh. Oh, man. Big, taking the
Driving over a curb.
it's the wrong Lamborghini to do some off-roading with. I think you have to get the Storado if you want to do stuff like that, take on obstacles like that.
You're filing bankruptcy over curb rash. That's it.
Yeah, I've been driving some cool cars lately.
I see. I've seen that.
And I am always on the lookout for situations like this.
Yeah.
You gotta be so careful. Oh my God, yeah, that's so scary. Yeah, that's
You see both of us at the same time, like,
yeah.
a curb that close to one of those cars.
And you know what I do is I'm just exiting the parking lot. I'm driving away. I don't want anyone to see me getting out of that car. Like, my day's over. I've embarrassed myself enough. I'm out of there.
Yeah, that's 300,000. Seemed like it'd be more than that.
I believe that's like a $600,000, $700,000 car.
It's 300,000 is just that side of the car.
Yeah. In any case,
Just keep driving.
yeah, just turn
You
around.
know
get out
that
of
you
there.
know that every time you fire that up, there's gonna be cameras going the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
The
That's
only
true.
way you can see is sort of out the front and even in the back. Like you're sitting down, you're like this.
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
super
you barely
low.
can see.
You can barely see out of the back because the engine's behind you, and you just have a little porthole like this big to see out the rear.
Yeah, and the window's like this.
Yeah.
And so you could sort of see out front, but
Yeah,
you
it's
really
all-
got to plot your actions out.
Yeah, the blind spot is almost as bad as driving like a modern Camaro. Let's see our next clip. Oh no. Oh, is that an F40? Oh no. That really sucks. But can we just roll back a little bit and the hose situation?
Inadequate.
It's like a garden hose for all the plants that are going up on that balcony.
He was hitting the ficus.
Yeah.
And then the Ferrari just happened to be there. He's like, this will work out perfect.
Now, I wonder if that's in Monaco because the sign there said casino pointing that way. The streets look pretty narrow.
We're going to Monaco!
These are the clips that make you want to get onboard fire suppression in every car.
Yeah. Or at
At least in the ones that cost 6 or 7 digits.
yeah, that is a hot Ferrari.
But at least the guy was trying. He's like,
Yeah, I'm helping.
yeah, I'm trying. Who about the insurance claim for that?
Oh,
Ish.
yeah.
Like, you calling up Geico.
Geico?
Call your
Yeah.
guy. Go. Yeah. Hey, about that.
My F40.
Yeah.
my
about that F40.
My priceless
Yeah.
hypercar.
The gecko's just gonna just drop over dead.
Oh
He's just
no.
go,
Not the gecko.
yeah, he's done.
Oh man. Rest in peace.
Let's see the next hot clip.
Oh.
It looks like we have some damage to the carbon tub.
That's Matt.
So the actual whole part of the car is that, like, that you can't just unbolt that and put a new one on. Like,
Pretty much this car to be fixed, it has to go back to zero.
And that's right. Due to this damage on the carbon tub, Bugatti will want to replace the entire monocoque. They'd have to for insurance purposes, which means the labour on this repair would be expensive, never mind the actual cost of the monocoque. The only good news for us is that the damage is not really in a structural place, and I'd say it's more cosmetic. And I've seen people like Ferarri have parts of carbon monocoque repaired before, so if we do get this car, it's potential that we'll try and repair this part, but Bugatti will definitely not be happy about it. So do you get a quote for all of these parts? And what it comes to?
1.7
million. 1.7 million on parts.
I like where you guys got that.
So $1.7 million in parts is the official insurance quotation. But remember, that's replacing everything which is a slight bit of damage on it, and going direct to Bugatti for the parts.
Dang, okay, so Matt Armstrong, one of the goats of car YouTube, loves to restore or rescue hypercars, high-end luxury cars in states like this. I gotta go back and watch that series there, because I want to know more about that car. How do you even find a smashed Bugatti like that? Carbon fiber monocoque chassis, kind of derived from motorsport. The tub there that he's talking about, that's kind of the basis for the rest of the chassis. You know, that's your
piece, like a one-piece. It's like a unibody, and like a unibody car, only carbon fiber.
Yeah, and it looked like that crack there was that kind of like the...
it looked like the bottom of the cowl, or something. It looked like the top of the cowl area.
So like you said, not exactly super structural.
That could be fixed. I mean, people can fix it. They fix in aerospace applications. They fix that stuff. I mean, they patch those things. They don't just go, well, you crack this piece of it and just toss the plane and get a new plane. They patch pieces. They bring it back to an area that's less structural and just lay it back in. It's like you fix a unibody, but you know, Bugatti's like, nah, buy a car.
$3 to $9 million.
What's the option list that brings the other $6 million? Oh, you want air conditioning? That's going to be an extra $2.
I think they have seats that are like covered in leather from species that they have to like get the DNA like Jurassic Park style and bring the species back.
It's got brontosaurus skin.
Brontosaurus skin seats, I think, is an option in there. All right, next clip.
Don't buy a McLaren. So if you know anything about these McLarens, they're very problematic.
As you can tell.
They're problematic.
Now I was having an issue on my car where my passenger door wouldn't latch.
Oh.
So I went ahead and bought a used door latch because the dealer wanted $2,000 for this. And to install this new door latch, which is located right here, you basically have to strip the whole interior to access this latch from here. Literally all of this has to come out just for the door latch. So I installed that door latch and it still did not fix the issue. And every time I'd latch the door, the soft close would just spit it right back out. So I went ahead and bought 3 more door latches because I thought the first door latch that I bought was already broken. And I've already installed all of these door latches and it was still spitting the door out. I was all out of options and I didn't know what to do anymore. So I just had the car sit for a few weeks. And after coming back from the car sitting for a few weeks, the door all of a sudden decides to work. Somebody make that make sense.
Man, life is rough, isn't it?
You know, he just found the limit of firing the parts cannon at something. Sometimes you actually have to learn how it works and why it works, because there's going to be a switch, there's going to be a motor, and it's going to drive it one way to pull it in, and you got to make sure that the thing is working the way it's supposed to work, or that it's being commanded to work the way it's supposed to work. And this dude just goes, well, latch, so I'm going to change the latch. He just fired parts at it, and I tell you what, by the time you put the second one in, that should be the red flag that you just didn't understand what was going on.
Yeah.
You know? And so the fact he left it sit, probably the battery went dead, and that's really what happened, is to reset the module that runs the thing. That's probably what the issue is.
Sage wisdom here from Turbo Joe. Understand the systems you're working with. So many times I've just been like, I've been in the same situation. Just throw a new one on there without realizing what it is I'm actually doing, you know?
I'll fire a cheap part at something. I have no problem just, $20 or $40. I'm not going to spend 2 or 3 hours diagnosing something that's $20. I don't really care. But on a latch or something, if a new one's $2,000, okay, you got a good deal on one for $200. Okay, that's a cheap part on a McLaren. But you bought one and it did the same thing. Yeah. There should be sirens and red lights going off. Like, hey, wait a minute. Yeah. It might be me. Yeah. It might be some other thing going on. Something else is loose somewhere. Something's not right.
Like you said, Joe, it's just nuts and bolts, on these cars. Like, these are really high-end, complicated machines, but sometimes you can just start turning a wrench and see what happens, right?
They all work the same. Mm-hmm. Well, except for Koenigsegg, maybe. Yeah. But they all basically, the engines function the same, the sensors are all the same, a switch is a switch, and so if you understand the basics of it, and you're careful, and you got good fender covers, and you're patient, you can get a lot of stuff done. And it's also, some of it's having access to service information. I'm not sure what he has, but some of these, they're working on it. He's working on it likely for content, not because he's got some particular competence. I think the stack of door latches there would speak to whether he actually knows what he's doing.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
All right, next clip. Uh-oh. Ooh, what was that? Oh, no.
He let the juice out.
Yeah. What happened? Is that one of those high-pressure fuel lines you're talking about earlier?
No, because I think it would be high pressure on fire right now. That's probably high-pressure coolant. It's still running.
Yeah, true.
It's a coolant line, an intercooler line or something.
Lamborghinis, a lot of issues this video.
Just how embarrassing though, like you're like that. You roll up Cars and Coffee. There's a whole bunch of Camaros, and you're the one guy with the supercar,
and then it pops it. Blah. Dang, that sucks.
You got your own hazardous waste situation going on there. Do the burnout now. You got water into the tires. Just that's when you light it up.
That's a good point. I don't know, it's just surprising that these cars are so expensive, so capable, but also so delicate at the same time.
Yeah, and the components that make up all of the sophistication, they're not necessarily standardized, the modules, and it's so unique to that particular car, so it's not even like you could just go grab a PCM off of eBay and then just throw it in.
All right. Next clip.
$130,000 repair bill for the McLaren.
Ooh. There we go.
This is what I was
in rural Wisconsin for that much.
To replace the engine in the McLaren. Apparently, the engine is toast.
Define toast. When he says it's toast, I wonder what toast is. Because $130,000, you could buy a lot of really custom stuff. You could have somebody make you a crank. You could have rods made. You could have pistons made. You could have the block sleeved. You could do all kinds of stuff. It's custom stuff, but you could have almost a whole engine made.
Yeah,
from scratch.
Again, I think it's like that. What you were explaining with the Bugatti, like McLaren has their suppliers, and then they tack on another 50% on top for their margins, Because the motor that's in the Corvette right now, is that the LT1, LT2? I don't know. The new C8 motor, you can buy a crate version of that for like $35,000, $40,000, I think. And it's the same motor from the Corvette. And I would venture to guess that engine is far more reliable and capable than the 4-liter McLaren motor that they use in all their cars, because it's Chevrolet. It's proven. It's a proven platform. But if you blow your motor in your C8 Corvette, even if it's the ZR1 or ZR1X, it's not going to cost $130,000 to replace it at the dealer.
No. And there's going to be a real manual for it and real diagnostic software.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
It obviously has some shortcomings. If you can money shift at one time and the valve springs break, or that he burned it up, why not take the opportunity to make it a little better? There's not like people don't modify engines to make them more reliable. You could do that stuff.
Yeah.
If you have one of these motors with some of these motors they're all aluminum, and they do like plasma coating and Nicosil and all that kind of stuff. You could just line it and put steel liners in it. There's ways that you can improve these motors.
Yeah,
You know?
I would hazard a guess that if he wants the factory new 130 grand invoice, it's because like he's looking down, you know, into the future. He's probably going to sell this car at some point. And you know, if I'm going to buy a car that has had its engine replaced, I would rather have one that's like from the factory rather than, oh yeah, I blew the motor and then I found like a used motor and put it back in. I'd be like,
Well, I mean,
it gives me pause.
I don't know that it's realistic to have a higher standard for a McLaren than you would for your airplane. And so if you know where the motor came from, if it's documented, it came out of this car and has the same or less miles than yours, I don't know why that one would be inferior to what you had. You know, so you know, if it works for your Cessna that you're going to be 5,000 or 10,000 feet in the air with, then it seems like it should work for your McLaren.
All right, Joe, that was our last clip. Thank you so much for coming on. Thanks for having me on.
What?
You know? Yeah.
This is like my dream matchup here.
This has been really fun, and I'm glad we could make fun of supercar owners together. That was fun.
You know, this is special.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more real mechanic stuff. And we also think you'll like this video, so go ahead and watch that, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.